Insurance is at the base of this society that we live in. And
Yeah.
the sooner we educate ourselves about it and see how we can take advantage of it as we should, the better for everyone.
Rutherford.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Chat with Rutherford again. I trust we are doing very good. So, on today's episode, I'll be discussing, or rather, I have a guest with me, and we'll be discussing a very important topic that affects Canadians. Yeah, immigrants, but I'll say Canadians as a whole. And the topic is insurance in Canada. You will agree with me that most people don't really understand insurance very well. I'll place myself under the category of people who don't understand, yeah, this whole thing about insurance. But I'll tell you that insurance plays a huge role. It brings us stability and peace of mind. So it's very important that even though you're just starting a family or a business or whatever it is, or you're just trying to protect yourself financially, it's very important that you get insured. So, without wasting much of my time, I have invited a guest who is a professional, yeah, in this area, and she's going to shed more light. And I believe at the end of this, video, you would have learned one thing or the other, and you would take the right step into getting insured today. So, let's meet our guest. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Ruth. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, well, just to introduce myself briefly, my
Yeah.
name is Nene Barrio Gali, and I am a licensed financial professional. I've been in this role for the past 9 years.
Okay.
And in one sentence, I tell people I help families build wealth. And once you're exposed to the financial aspect of the society where we all came to, you realize that wealth is what you want to do. That's the long run. It's not
Yeah.
just one thing you want to do. You want to build lasting wealth that can be passed to your generation. So that's just a brief introduction about myself.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so let's get into the main discussion for today.
Mhm.
What would you say, insurance confuses a lot of people. What are the biggest misconceptions about insurance that cost people money, or should I say puts them at risk?
You're not the only one that used to be confused, by insurance. When I first came to Canada, when we first came to Canada, that was almost 16 years ago.
Mm.
I
Um,
was also confused, and there were so many insurances. Oh, you should get this insurance, that insurance. I was like, what are all these insurances? So let's just define or try to come up with a definition of what insurance is. Insurance is a legal contract where you're giving a policy, and an individual or an entity pays a fee to purchase that insurance, which is called a premium,
mm,
to an insurance company who is the insurer in exchange for financial protection against specific, uncertain, and future losses or damages or even injuries. So it's a risk management tool, and where you transfer your risk to the company.
okay.
So, yeah, a lot of people get confused with that, but that's what insurance is. It's not somebody trying to get them from somebody trying to take advantage of them. No. And there are different types of insurance. So you have your auto insurance, you have your home and property insurance, you have your life insurance, your health and dental insurance, you
Mm,
have disability and critical insurance,
yeah.
and travel insurance, just to mention a few. Now, you asked about the misconceptions
Yeah.
about
Yes.
insurance. Yeah. A lot of people think it's too expensive. But
Very true.
one thing they forget is it can be tailored to suit your need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then other people will tell you, oh, no, I'm young. I don't need it now. But insurance, especially when we're talking about life insurance, what we're going to focus on today is life insurance. So when you
Mm.
talk about life insurance, the younger and the healthier you are, the lower your premiums as it is.
Mm.
If you wait till you're older, don't forget, illnesses begin to crop up on people as they get older.
Yeah.
So the chances of not being able to get a life insurance as you get older will be higher.
Mm.
Another misconception is, oh, I have home insurance, that's all I need.
Mm.
But just like we went through a few of the types of insurances that you can get,
Yeah.
it's just one of what you need. Some people will tell you, oh, I have work insurance, I'm good. But the question I like to ask them is this: what are the chances that you will work in that company for the rest of your life?
Mm.
For some companies, once you don't work there anymore, you're not entitled to that insurance anymore. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is the one that affects our community a lot. Once they hear insurance, they tell you, no, 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 I don't want to die. Not my portion.
Yes, yes. That's what we just associated to. Yeah. Correct.
Yes. So a lot of times they think it's all about, not passing away, dying, but they forget that insurance also takes care of you while you're here.
Mm.
And there are also other aspects of the insurance. So it's not just about protection, it's about building wealth. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did actually, because you shed light on at least on some, especially the last one you just mentioned. Very
Mm,
important. Okay,
mm.
so what is the real difference between someone who is properly protected and someone who is not, in terms of say money, emergencies, or whatever like that? What?
Hmm. Okay. So for someone who is properly protected,
Mm-hmm.
it means that the person has, we call that an organized person, an organized family. And someone that is not properly protected is a disorganized family. Now, um, I'm going to digress a little bit.
Okay.
One of the first things that shocks a person here is when a person passes away, then
Mm.
you realize so many things you wish
Yeah.
they had, but they didn't have.
Mm.
And it's really hard for you to even want to do something at that time because the event has happened. So it's only for those that are here that need to do something now. Like we
Mm.
said before, it's not all about passing away. For a person that is properly protected, it means that the person took time out and did a functional financial plan. And you do that by sitting down with a financial expert who can walk you through a simple financial needs analysis,
Okay.
just like you would do if you want to build a house. You need to sit down with someone and say, okay, I want to build a bungalow, I want to build a two-story house. What do
Yeah.
I need? What are the structures that I'll need? How many rooms and all of that? When it
Mm.
comes to your financial plan, and everyone needs to sit down to get it done, you need to do a financial needs analysis. And what does a financial needs analysis mean? Or what does it entail? It's a comprehensive, tailored assessment of an individual or a family's current financial situation. So
Mm.
you always start from where you are. It will include your income, your expenses, your debts, and any assets if you have. Now,
Okay.
what it does is it identifies gaps between your present financial status and your future goals.
Mm.
So everyone's future goal should include retirement. How
Yeah.
much do you want to have at retirement?
Mm.
It would also include the insurance. It will include education for your children if a person has.
Mm.
That way, you'll be able to create an actionable roadmap for emergencies, for your family security, and for long-term stability. And we do offer families a complementary financial needs analysis so that they know what they need to do. So before you even talk about insurance, you need to do that first of all. That way, the client will see, wow, this is my situation and this is what I need to do. A lot of times when we sit down with clients, some people will tell you, oh, I make X amount of dollars. Looks like good money. But by
Mm,
the time you do the financial needs analysis, you realize they ain't got no money.
mm, mm.
The way the funds are moving around and they are
Yeah.
left with nothing.
Mm.
So yeah, there's one needs to be organized when it comes to the finances. Yeah.
Yes, okay, okay. All right. That makes more sense. Okay, so if you were to speak to newcomers or young families, business owners, what are the essential insurance policies you would tell them to go for first and why? What would be the reason for that as well?
Okay. Thank you for that. So, just like I said previously, the first thing is to sit down and have your financial needs analysis done. It gives you a picture
Yeah.
of your immediate financial situation and also what it will be. The
Mm,
main two main types of life insurances that you have the temporary life insurance. As the name implies, it's for a period of time. It can range from 10 years to 100 years, 10 years to 40 years, whatever, but it's for a period of time. The benefits includes the protection for your risk. Also, the other benefit is it's quite affordable.
oh, okay.
Yeah, the downside of the temporary insurance is that it has an expiry date.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, we jokingly tell people the way it functions, you pay, you die, they pay.
mm.
Now, if you pay and you don't pass away within the term of the insurance, then there's no payout.
Mm, okay, okay.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like it because of that. But if someone is new in the country, funds are limited, it's somewhere to start from.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Then the other type is the second type is a permanent life insurance. This
Okay.
offers protection with investment. It can be a bit pricey, but when it's properly set up, it stays with the person for the rest of their life.
Mm,
So, depending on a person's financial needs analysis result, financial buoyancy, one can start with a term and upgrade to a permanent policy over time.
no, mm,
When it comes to business owners, they can do a lot. Also, depending on financial buoyancy, the financial needs analysis of the business as well.
mhm,
At the same time, um, there's what we call the key person life insurance that a business can do for the owner of the business. What
mm.
that means is that the law says if I own a company, the company can buy a life insurance on my behalf or for me because I own the company. Why is that so? If I'm not available or not around, anything happens, the other shareholders will need funds to run that company.
Sure. Okay.
So, yeah, a business owner can get a life insurance on any of the shareholders or directors. So the business owner can do that.
Mm.
Also, you use that also to build wealth that can expand your business. There's one that is called the buy sell agreement, where you have partners in a business. They buy life insurances on one another, such that if one person is not around, they can sell the shares or buy out the other partner from the business. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, insurance is at the base of this society that we live in, and
yeah.
the sooner we educate ourselves about it and see how we can take advantage of it as we should, the better for everyone.